I hope everyone's having an amazing day. I hope you had an amazing day today. Um, so yeah, if you guys, if you honestly, if you've already tried to build online, or if you are trying to build online right now, you probably already realized that if you don't show up, literally nothing happens, right? Like if you don't post, you don't get leads. If you don't have conversations with people, of course, you don't get customers. And if you don't have the time to build this, well, there's not going to be an income to come, right? So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. So welcome, welcome. I hope you had again an amazing day. Let me know where you're watching from. That's my thing that I love to know how far my content gets out there because I'm actually writing it down. I'm writing it down because it's the days when I'm like, okay, I don't know that if this is working or if I'm helping anyone or who am I reaching. I can look at this and be like, you know what, something is working, your content is getting pushed, and you are gonna help a lot of people, right? That is always the goal. So that's what something just to share with you guys, and if you are in an online business, you know the struggle, let me know in the comments. But yes, if you are, and even if you're watching the replay, if you've been in an online business or you're trying to build online business, it's hard, it's not it's not an easy task to do. But that's what I love about this blueprint, because all those income producing activities that we've been taught to do, right? Like, hey, talk to your friends and family, let them know what you're doing. Friend people, friend request people, or call message, all of those income producing activities that make you not want to do anything because we're just not trained to do that. And it's just sometimes not the vibe to be like, hey, auntie, can you please watch this for me? Just, if it's not for you, just recommend me. Hi, welcome, welcome. Let me know where you're watching from. And so those are the activities that we're just like, oh my God, I don't want to do that. I don't want to bother my friends and family to make money. I don't want to cold message people to make money. I don't want to build a team, to make an income. And give me a yes in the comments if you feel that way. Hi guys, welcome, welcome. Let me know where you're watching. Oh, thank you so much for the love. I love that. So that's what I wanted to just basically talk to you. Hi guys, welcome, welcome, to talk to you guys about briefly, because I actually just wanted to come and invite you, right, to come and check this out. So I know that for example, like what we're going to be teaching tomorrow. Hi. Oh, thank you so much, TMC. I wish the same for you. Thank you so much. I'm actually here in Nevada. Where are you? Where are you from? I'm here in Nevada in the US. Let me know where you guys are watching from. So what this webinar is going to be about is, and I'm just going to read this briefly for you guys. So it's the name of the webinar is the Automate Your Income, the beginner friendly, you guys. No way, the UK. I have you actually right here. Look, watch UK. I always love to see where my content is being pushed to, because I'm like, wow, I can actually, this is a global business, and I get so excited because I can actually help anyone in the world, and that makes me so happy because I know not only in the US are we struggling for, income and stuff like that, and something that you can do from home and have this flexibility. It's gold for me, you know what I mean? Especially for, someone that is chronically ill like me, to be able to have this flexibility on how to generate an income. It makes me happy that I don't have to struggle for it. What do you mean by that? I don't understand that. Okay, so basically the webinar, right, is the beginner friendly freedom system. So inside, you are actually going to learn how to stop relying on constant posting to get customers. We cannot be glued 24/7 to our phones to generate an income. And then give me a yes in the comments if you are done and tired of having to do that all day long, being glued to your phone. You want to be your own boss. But I mean, what type of life is that, to be glued to your phone 24/7? The best band of all time. Well, tell me, there are so many in the world. I don't know which one. And so you don't have to be glued to your phone to 24/7 to do that, right? So how to create a system that brings in leads daily. Of course, the Beatles. Awesome. Thank you for the comments right there. So yes, and how to create a system that brings in leads daily. So if when you guys see my content, right, that's like I call them my little commercials, right? You put your content out there for people to find out about your business. And then the next step is for you to actually follow up with them and let them know, right? Most of the time, people just continue to watch on the background, right? And hi, welcome, Brooks. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Where are you guys watching from? Let me know in the comments. And so you are just, that's what the next thing to do would be that, right? To follow up with the people who are interested, right? A lot of people just watch in the background for a long, long time and they never do anything. They don't want to be sold. They don't want to be bothered. They just want to know what they want to know. And when they're ready, they'll come on, right? But when you have to do those income producing activities that make you, hey, I'll follow up with you, or, when can I follow up with you? And having to have that friction of just being able to follow up with someone just to continue to, oh, okay, well, when you're ready, let me know, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because I'm like the type of person, I'm not great at pushy sales. I'm not gonna be like, hey, you guys need to do this, and if you don't do this and this and that, it's like, hi, welcome, guys, hello. um Starfall Strawberry, you've been here before, Starfall, right? I think. Welcome back. So that's what we are trying to avoid with this blueprint. We want simplicity. We want to have our time back. We don't want to be chasing people. We don't, rejection is something no one likes. And when it comes to having to do that with people and they tell you no, that kind of gets to you sometimes, right? Sometimes it's like, oh my God, I don't want to hear someone else tell me no again, because it's like, that's draining. You know what I mean? You'll start feeling like, maybe I'm not doing something good. And that's why people are saying no to me on my business. That's probably why people are ignoring me. You get in your head. And why do that when you can have an automated system that can actually do the follow up for you, right? You may yes in the comments if you agree with that, because we don't want to be glued to our phones. Like if you're a single mom like me, my babies are already older. You know what I mean? They're adults now, both of them. Welcome, welcome. I don't understand what you mean by that, Count. And so that's what this webinar is gonna offer you. Oh, okay. And so that's what the webinar is going to teach you, how to actually automate your income, how you can actually follow up with people, and or your automated system actually follow up with your potential customers, right? With your prospects. So once people get into your automated system, the system would actually follow up with them daily for the next 30 days. And that's basically what it gets them to be like, oh, okay, I have the information that I need. And then just when I'm ready, I'm going to sign up, right? So that's basically what your system does. Instead of you having to be daily messaging people, following up with them and asking them, hey, are you ready? How can I help you? How can I do this? Like, that's a lot of time, time consumed on having to follow up with people. And if you have a full-time job, and like me, I'm a single mom. If you're a single mom, have a full-time job, what time do you have to be following up with people at different random times of the day when they ask you to follow up with them, right? Like it's just not convenient and it's not sustainable. And that's why a lot of us have actually given up on other businesses, on other online businesses, because we just don't know how to get the customers that we want to get, or how to get to that position where it's just like, oh, okay, they're ready to buy, right? And that's what you're going to be learning tomorrow on this webinar. So I have actually put the link for my website on the description for this live, and it's basically the name of my channel here, miriamsdailypay.com. All you have to do is put your info where you want me to send you the details for the blueprint, and then I will be sending out the link for the Zoom for the free webinar. And again, it's a free webinar. There is no charge for anything. But if you really have been looking for something that you can do from home where you don't have to, be glued to your phone 24/7, this is for you. When I started this, like I was actually in network marketing, and that it was really, really hard for me to be able to follow up with people. It was more of because of my chronic illness. It's like such a random thing that I have. I have fibromyalgia, so it's very like painful some days. Some days I have like brain fog. Some days I'm just like I can't communicate from my brain to my mouth. It's really, really challenging. And for someone who, I used to, again, have to follow up with people, you know what I mean? And some days I just wasn't in the mood to even talk to anyone. But on my list, I'm like, okay, you're supposed to follow up with this person, this person, this person, and this person. And you have to be sort of like in the mood to, at least in a good mood, you know what I mean? Like if you want to follow up with someone, you don't want to have a messy attitude when you're trying to communicate with people. And that made it such a challenging income producing activity for me to have to do, because I was like, I'm not in the mood to even hear my thoughts. Why am I here having to like literally trying to convince someone to do business with me when I'm already in that mood, right? And it's not sometimes I could help it, sometimes I couldn't help it. But in order for me to continue to do that type of income producing activity, it was not sustainable. And it was a huge turnoff because I still love the company that I was with. I still have the product. I still love everything about it, except for the fact that I had to bother friends and family, build a team, like scale to be able to get that bigger commission, you know what I mean? And sometimes I would get the client, like if you guys have ever been in that type of business, give me a yes in the comments. Like you'll get the client, but sometimes they might not end up staying with the company. In this company, actually used to get paid in advance for a whole year of the membership. And if that person canceled before the year, guess what? Guess who will get a chargeback, right? So imagine you already spend the money, that you got paid, and then you're gonna be charged. So then next time you want to get a customer, a client, it's kind of like, oh, well, yeah, I'm gonna get it. They're gonna pay, but I owe the company money. You know what I mean? Plus, there were monthly fees. So imagine that. So you're already in the red. You're not, you owe the company money, and then the next time you make money, they're gonna take that because you need to pay them back for what they pay you back. And with that, it's like, okay, well, maybe I need to look for something else, or maybe the way that I'm approaching, people, it's not the way. Like you get into your head, and then you're like, next thing you know, it's like, forget it, I'm giving up on this. And at the beginning, it's like when you're a kid, you have so much excitement, so much hope, so much of this, that how much your life is going to change. But when you have to do those type of income activities and you don't have results, your brain is just going to be like, okay, we're not doing this anymore. This is not something that I'm excited to do, because there's too much friction. And, again, the companies will always tell you, oh, your why has to be the most important thing, and this is what you need to do. But there's never a how to actually do this income producing activities in a way that actually works for you, that actually gives you the results that you're looking for, right? And with this automated system, everything is taken care of for me in the background. And who wouldn't want that? Right? Like, why? Like, ever since I got diagnosed with this stupid chronic illness, my life needs to be about simple stuff. Like, for any type of chronic illness, when you are that sick, the least thing that you need in your life is to have stress. You don't need stress, because then you flare up, then you get sick, then everything happens, right? And then you can't go to work. Like I used to have to call off all the time because I would be so sick. But with this blueprint, I actually get to just work 2 hours a day. My automated system does the heavy lifting for me on the background 24 and so that even if I'm having a bad day, like a sick day, I'm actually my automated system is actually working for me on the background. And it's the same for you. So like let's just say you're a single mom, you have a full-time job, you're looking into having a different or like a side income, right? So this is exactly how this works. You uh, set up the automated system one time. It's a one-time investment. There are no monthly fees, and you get to learn while earn. I'm sorry, you get to earn while you learn, right? So you get to implement what you're learning, and because your automated system is already up and running at any given time, when you show up, when you put your little commercials, your post, people see the information. They're like, what is this? Let me check it out. They'll go to your website, put their email on there for you to send them information. And then from there, the automated system will follow up with them every single day for the first 15 to 30 days, depending on which program you purchase. And that's basically it. You never have to have any type of rejection because you're not, personally, physically, manually following up with people. Your system is doing everything for you. And that's the beauty of this blueprint. It gives you your time back. It gives you the opportunity to really, really create like financial freedom, you guys. This is a product that you can literally make up to $1,400 per customer. All you have to do is just learn the skills of how to do it. And that's what the blueprint is for you to learn the skills to be able to do this, right? So you learn, you implement, and then you earn, and you're still learning. You know what I mean? There are so many things that you're going to be able to learn with this with this interactive program that is just so mind blowing. Like I've said to you guys before, once you already get into the system, once you get into the program, it's more of like, okay, you learn this, but you also learn more. Like you learn about AI. Right now, we have an amazing product with the Legacy Builders bundle that would tell you all about AI. So, AI right now is hot and it's coming to stay, and it's really, really working out there for a lot of people. And it's up to you whether you're going to use it to leverage or you're just going to hate on it and be like, oh, you know what? It's taking people's jobs. No, it's a tool. Use it to leverage your business, to leverage your life. So that's, you learn about AI when you purchase the bundle. And then again, you learn everything from if you just want to learn a little bit or everything there is to know about digital marketing and attraction marketing. So again, tomorrow is when we're going to be having the webinar. So if you do want to get the link for the Zoom, all you need to do is go to the description here on the live. The link is right there. Again, it's just miriamsdailypay.com. It's basically the name of my channel here. And that's where you get the details for the blueprint. And with that, you'll get the link. I'll send you the link for the free webinar so that you can go ahead and attend and see all the details. You know what I mean? You get to meet our mentor, who I just told you got named top 10 women in like business. You know what I mean? Like amazing over there with MSN. You'll get to meet her tomorrow. And then you'll get to know more about the blueprint, the community, the interactive program, and all the success that we're having, you guys. We are at 59,000 members worldwide, which is really proof that the blueprint works, because when this is how we promote. We just put our content out there. We go live to talk about the content, and just people, when they're, hey, I want to learn more, they go to your website, they get the information, and from there, the system follows up with them for the next 15 to 30 days. And that's how that works. So that's basically, tomorrow, that's what you're going to be learning on this webinar. I want to make sure that I give you all the details so that you have the link to be there tomorrow. And that was it. I'm basically just so excited that to have this webinar, to be able to share all these details with you guys so that you can really learn how, especially if you're already in, trying to build an online business. and you've been failing because you just, again, you have your why, you know what you're supposed to do, but you don't know how to do it. And that was a major thing for me. Like, but how do I get people to purchase, I guess, you know what I mean? Like, and that's what all the automated system actually does for you in the background, so that you can literally just live your life. And because you're learning and implementing and staying consistent, that is basically what gives you the result. Just learn, implement, and earn, and stay consistent with it. You know what I mean? If you want to learn the details on how exactly to do that, come and join us on our webinar. Again, it's at miriamsdailypay.com, where you get the link for the Zoom. And that's pretty much it. All I wanted to tell you, let you guys know about today. I'll come back tomorrow and let you know how that went. But again, if you guys want the details for the webinar, just visit miriamsdailypay.com. And I'll see you guys there. Thank you so much for joining today. And let's go.